Hello, everybody. All right, so here we go. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday, December 11th, 2023. Um, Welcome to the Mikestand. As we, of course, getting started off this week with our, niche news and stuff like that. So wait a few minutes to give people a chance to come in before we get started. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a chance to catch some of the show last night when had Metal and um, Rick Piper on for the panel show. Talked a little bit about some of the comic pros coming out and forced to go after um, Glenn O'Leary, the owner of Comic Book Palace, both the comic book shop and the YouTube channel. Um, we talked a little bit about that. We talked a little bit about Hal Smith, of course. So, anyways, hopefully everybody's having a good start to the week here. We're just, as I said, just giving people a chance to come in. Before we talk about what's on tap for tonight. So let's see. Overture, cut the lights. This is it. Tonight's the night. No more rehearsing or nursing our parts. We know every part by heart. Overtures, cut the lights. This is it. The night of nights. On with the show. This is it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. When all the light will hit. On with the show. This is it. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish when I eat my spinach. Popeye the Sailor Man. All right. So, anyways, if you guys haven't already, if you guys can like and share the screen, see if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. Also, if anything here we talk about tonight grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and I will try to answer the questions to the best of my ability. So, with that, we're coming up on 3 minutes now. So, when we talk about what's on tap for tonight, so I've got a couple of stories to go over, um, both related to anime, as we have, of course, some movies coming out. One of which is the latest trailer for the Suicide Squad Isekai has confirmed its anime film. The anime film's cast of characters. We'll be looking at that from, of course, I believe that's Wit Studios that's doing that project, and then we have another big success from legendary anime movie studio, Studio Ghibli. The Boy and the Heron. That actually that actually outdid even some of the movie just in its first weekend. Outdid such masterpieces as of course as Wish and some other stuff that's been out for a while. So yeah, so basically, um, you got the Boy and the Heron doing well, and you have another, that's from Studio Ghibli. You also have another movie from Toho, I believe, Godzilla minus one, actually doing quite well in its first week out as well. So we're gonna talk about that. Of course, we have got some stuff to get caught up on in terms of wrestling wrap up, some injury updates, some results going over the weekend, including kind of an update on the Continental Classic being held by AEW, along with what would appear to be Impact's final pay-per-view happening on Saturday um, under the Impact name Resolution before they go back to TNA next month and starting with Hard to Kill. So that and much more. So now we're past the 5 minute mark, coming up on 6 minutes. So why don't we go ahead get started on the show here. Now, like I said, if you guys haven't already, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. That'd be appreciated. Also, anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and I will try to answer the questions to the best of my ability. Let's do one more thing here real quick before I. Let's see if anybody else. No, I guess not. So with that, let's go ahead and get started then. So, the first story we're going to cover is this one. Let's see. From Nerdigan from December 7th. Latest trailer for Suicide Squad Isekai confirms anime film's cast of criminals. That's supposed to be, I guess, their interpretation of Harley Quinn right there. Harley Quinn, voiced by Anna Nagase, throws caution to the wind in Suicide Squad Isekai 2023, Warner Brothers Japan, and Rick Studio. Okay, so why Warner Brothers live-action DC prospects are about to take a plunge with Aquaman 2, the latest trailer for studio and anime production house Wit Studios' upcoming Suicide Squad Isekai collaboration suggests that their next animated outing is looking to conversely jump the king shark in all the best action-packed ways. Just goes to show you that Peacekeeper right there. Let's see. Let's say I recognize that guy. That's second, and I think Harley Quinn's there in the middle. King Shark at the far right there. All right, so Peacemaker, who of course voiced by Takahito Koyasu, Clayface, who is voiced by Jun Fukuyama, Harley Quinn, Anna Nagase, Deadshot, Reigo Yamaguchi, and King Shark, Subaru Kimura, and Suicide Squad Isekai KV 2024, Warner Brothers Japan, and Wit Studio. Okay, so the film's latest chaos and action-packed trailer was first unveiled on December 1st. So, about 10 days ago, a week and a half ago, as part of a special December 1st reveal live stream. Narrated by storied voice actor Takahito Koyasu. Of course, that's the Japanese voice, the current voice of Dio Brando in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series, and over in Japan, the Japanese voice, anyways. The trailer not only featured more footage of the Suicide Squad in action, but it also revealed both their in-story roster and respective voice actors. That's a reveal stream right there. For the new preview being forced to work for Amanda Waller and Studio Wit's animated take on the DC team will be the quote cute and crazy clown princess of crime unquote Harley Quinn, voiced here by Anna Nagase, who of course provides the Japanese voice for Ushio Kofune in Summertime Rendering.
The garbage products is not working anymore. Let's get into this. We need to kind of your opinion that are virulent and sexist. heard
I
most
was
of it
looking for that
was his
X.
act.
Alright, so, anyways, the quote, professional assassin and expert marksman, Deadshot, is voiced by Reigo Yamaguchi, who provides the voice of disc operators and Undead Unlock. So there's Deadshot right there. Peacemaker, who is voiced here by Takahito Koyasu, who provides the voice of Choji Fujigoro in Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as, of course, as previously mentioned, Dio Brando in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Quote, a violent vigilante determined to achieve peace at all cost. Unquote. Guess that means that he'd probably be willing to kill as well. Quote, the shapeshifter made of living clay, struggling movie actor and chatty narcissist, unquote, known as Clayface, who is voiced here by Jun Fukuyama, who provides the voice of Albert Heinlein in Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom. There's him in his clay form there. And finally, quote, the shark-like humanoid with the IQ of a kindergartner, unquote, King Shark, who's voiced here by Subaru Kimura, who provides the voice of Ryo Namaoka in Blue Lock, episode Nagi. Well, there he is right there. There's King Shark right there. Well, it looks like a prison suit. hmm. Alright, so anyways, as we, of course, continue on here. As I said, if anything here catches your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability, or I'll try to answer the questions. Following the trailer's premiere, some fans were quick to notice a regular Suicide Squad member, Captain Boomerang, was supposedly missing from the anime's roster. However, in response to these concerns, Warner Bros. Japan assured fans that they could look forward to additional DC appearances, characters making appearances throughout the anime, though they still provided no specific confirmation or denial regarding a potential cameo by the team's resident Aussie. Hi, J.R. Exner. Let's see. Hey, Zenu and Xena. Hi, Mike and all. Hey, JR. If you haven't already, of course, if you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to come in and engage. That'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. I'll try to answer the questions to the best of my abilities. Let's see now. All right, so continuing on here as we so anyways, as for the film story, this new take on Task Force X, we'll see Amanda Waller assigning the team to investigate a series of mysterious, recently discovered gateways that connect DC's Gotham City to the aptly named Isekai. An otherworldly high fantasy realm filled with sword fights, magic spells, dragons dominating the skies, and vicious orcs rampaging across the land. Unfortunately for the team, they do not cross over alone, as in the chaos and confusion of Isekai's encroaching on Earth, the clown prince of crime himself, the Joker, manages to find a way to slip between worlds. His signature instantly well in tow. However, as of writing, the villain's specific role in the film's plot has yet to be revealed, though, given who we're talking about, he'll likely serve as a thorn in the Suicide Squad side, if not their primary antagonist during the otherworldly journey. There's a Joker right there. According to this, Yuichiro Umehara is providing the voice of the Joker here. Defies the authorities and Suicide Squad Isekai 2023. Warner Brothers Japan and Wit Studios. And you again see the characters here. Produced by Warner Brothers Japan and Wit Studio. Suicide Squad Isekai notably features an absolutely stacked production team. Making her directorial debut, the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat character designer. Eri, wow, that almost sounds like Harley Quinn to a T, right? World's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as designer Eri Osada stands at the head of the team's latest outing. Meanwhile, Suicide Squad Isekai's script was provided by Regarding Zero and Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song, authors Tape Nagatsuki and Eiji Umehara, while Hitman Reborn and Ron Kamonohashi, deranged detective mangaka Akira Amano, served as the film's character designer. Warner Brothers Japan has confirmed that they are currently shooting for Suicide Squad Isekai to receive a global release sometime in 2024. All right, so that does look kind of interesting, doesn't it? Anyways. I'm gonna go away from the computer for a moment, but while I'm gone, of course, put some music on. Go off camera. I'll be right back. And of course, if you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people here to engage, that'd be appreciated as well. Anyways, let's get ready to move on to the next article from Bleeding Fool. That's the one in regards to, as we're talking about the Studio Ghibli film, among other things. So let me get over to that. of course, came a little later than the one we just read, so that's why. Okay, then. So let's see now. Alrighty then. So let's see now. Let's see. Alright. Okay. So let's get into this. All right. The boy in smaller quotes. The boy and the heron. A heron, of course, is a type of bird. Anime feature shatters box office expectations. Article by John Pallister, published December 10th, which was, of course, yesterday. Yeah. Studio Ghibli's classic animation style right there. Okay, so after one Japanese title delivered at the sleepy December box office last weekend, that being Godzilla Minus One, here's another that's dominating. Studio Ghibli and G Kids Hayao Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron is on course for a record-breaking 10 million to 11 million opening, making it the first original anime title in history to top the North American box office chart. The comp here is quite literally last weekend's Japanese live action title, Godzilla Minus One, which saw previews of $2.1 million before minting a $4.7 million Friday and a 3-day of $11.4 million at 2,308 theaters. The Boy and the Heron played at 1,774 theaters on Thursday in US and Canada, with showtimes starting at 5 p.m. The pick was booked at 2,205 theaters this weekend, including IMAX and PLF. It's the first ever Studio Ghibli film to be presented in IMAX. There were award qualifying preview engagements that began on Thanksgiving in New York and Los Angeles, and those figures are going to be rolled into daily grosses on a prorated base over the next 2 weeks per G Kids. The Boy and the Heron film is shattering other records as well, including already becoming Miyazaki's top grossing film domestically after earning $5.6 million on Friday from 2,205 theaters, not adjusted for inflation. His previous best, 2013's The Wind Rises, earned $5.2 million in its entire North American run. So he's got off quite a start there. It's potentially 5.6 in just the first weekend versus 5.2 in an entire run. That's quite a you can just imagine what by the time all is said and done, how much money he's going to be making on that film. So at that rate, The Boy and the Heron also on track to claim the biggest domestic opening for a Studio Ghibli film, and will mark the biggest bow ever for G Kids, film's U.S. distributor. It's the first foreign production to top the North American chart this year. Oh, there we go. That article went kind of quick. Ah, we would have thought there would have been a little bit more for that, but I guess not. Anyways, let's see where we're at on that. Okay, 25 minutes. So let's see now. All right, maybe I'll let me just look around a little bit more here. See if maybe there is anything else that might be of interest before we of course continue on. And to be a little. Anyways, let me check. Pounding in the comments one more time before we. And nothing really there. Of course, the time of year things do start to slow down a bit. So, anyways, what I'll do then is I'll of course move on to the wrestling news as there have been some stuff going on. So Charlotte Flair apparently injured herself with her match against Asuka on this past Friday's SmackDown. May have somehow hurt her left leg. The seriousness of the nature is not fully known as of yet, but they're concerned that it may put her out for a while, till after the first of the year. So stay tuned for more news on that. Let's see. Anything else? I guess there's nothing more from the WWE side of it. So AEW. So Chris Jericho recently got some heat for some comments he made in an interview with Chris Benoit's former sister-in-law. From an interview he did back in 2016, 7 years ago, and now it's like now they're bringing this up, where he made some what some people felt were some insensitive comments in regards to the situation that happened with Benoit. Whether or not it's going to come back to hurt him or bite him or what have you, I don't think it will, but albeit the comments themselves were a little unwise to say the least. So with that, of course, let me talk about a little bit here. AEW and so they did have of course they're having their Continental Classic tournament right now, kind of a round robin points. So on this past Saturday show, it's on Friday night the Friday night airing of Rampage, Bryan Danielson defeated Daniel Garcia to get to 6 points, and then over the weekend here, Eddie Kingston got on the board by defeating Claudio Castagnoli, and Andrade El Idolo got another 3 points that basically moved himself into a 3-place tie with Danielson, the man he defeated, and Brody King for the lead in the tournament standings. As for that, now that's for the Blue League, of course. For the Gold League, right now you have Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland tied for first place in the Gold League, 9 points each. They'll be taking each other on this Wednesday's Rampage. You also have Jay Wright with 6 points, who'll be taking on Mark Briscoe, I believe, and then Roosh with 3 points will be taking on Jay Lethal. So we'll just wait and see what all happens there. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Anything else? Yeah. So that's at least. So for this Wednesday's Dynamite, of course, for All Elite Wrestling. You had as we mentioned, you had the three. So this Wednesday's Dynamite from Arlington, Texas. Winner is coming. You had the 3 Continental Classic Gold League matches we just mentioned. You also will have in a women's battle, Riho, the AEW's first ever women's world champion, taking on Ruby Soho of the Outcast, and Roderick Strong with the Kingdom in his corner, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven taking on Adam Page. So that's what we got for you from the AEW side of things. So now Impact had its final pay-per-view under the Impact banner this week, this past weekend, from the Battle Arts Academy in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, I believe is what the go back and read it again, make sure I got the wording right there. Let's see. So on the Countdown show, of course, PCO defeat Jesse V, Jack Price defeat Aiden Prince, and in the main event on the Countdown show, Frankie Kazarian defeated Sheldon Jean. From the Mississauga Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, from the Don Koloff Arena. Battle Arts. And then on the show itself, the Final Resolution itself, you had Chase Austin and Chris Bay, the team known as ABC. They retained the title over Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers, and they had Alicia Edwards in their corner. And then Jody Threat defeated Alicia Edwards in the second match. Tommy Dreamer retained the Digital Media Championship over Diener. What was originally supposed to be a singles match between 2 former X Division rivals, Speedball Mike Bailey and Trey Miguel, turned into a tag match in which Mike Bailey teamed with the debuting Trent Seven to take on the Rascals team of Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz, which ultimately led to the on-air signing of his new TNA contract for Trent Seven. who had previously wrestled part of the WWE Development Center and all that. Jake something took out, defeated Jason Hotch in a one-on-one match. Rhino got the win via DQ. Got a win via DQ on Moose, and then that was turned into a. And then they ended up having a street fight in which Moose defeated Rhino in a tag team match. The Knockouts champion Trinity teamed with Jordan Grace to defeat her. Basically, Jordan Grace, her challenger at Hard to Kill, mind you, defeating three-time former Knockout champion Deonna Purrazzo and Giselle Shaw. And then in the main event, two men who are considered two of the best technical wrestlers in the world. Josh Alexander, three-time Impact World Champion Josh Alexander and former New Japan World Television Champion Zack Sabre Jr. defeated the Motor City Machine Guns of Impact World Champion Alex Shelley and X Division Champion Chris Sabin. So that's all that happened over the weekend in terms of Impact. Let's see. Was that it there then? And of course, Ring of Honor will be having their final pay-per-view this Friday, Final Battle. Guess I can go over that real quick here. What's on tap for main eventing Ring of Honor's Final Battle this Friday in Garland, Texas, will be for the Ring of Honor Women's World Heavyweight Title. Athena will be defending against her former minion in training, Billy Starks. Let's see. So final battle. Let's see. Also, of course, on that 5 of the 6 spots in the final 6-way elimination match, Survival of the Fittest, to crown a new Ring of Honor World Television title will be held as Dalton Castle, Kyle Fletcher, Lee Moriarty, Commander, and Lee Johnson, and one more individual will be vying for the World Television title that Samoa Joe had decided to vacate to pursue the AEW World title. 2 former tag partners, Shane Taylor and Keith Lee, will be challenging each other. Will be taking on each other one-on-one. In an I Quit match, Tony Nese with Mark Sterling in his corner will be taking on All Ego Ethan Page. And then you also have in a Fight Without Honor match, you have Mark Briscoe teaming with FTR of Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler to take on the Blackpool Combat Club members of Claudio Castagnoli, Brian Danielson, and John Moxley. This should be interesting somewhat because all three of these members of the Blackpool Combat Club are also competing in the Continental Classic. So that's going to be going on as well. So it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out there. But anyways, with that, let's see. 40 minutes now, so okay. So today being Monday, December 11th, 2023, why don't we go ahead and take a look back at this day in Neat's history? History! So let me just double check things here. Okay. 1953 and 2013. All right, so first off, we're going to head back 75 years ago. And on this date, 75 years ago today, MGM's Mouse Cleaning, directed, of course, by, produced by Fred Quimby, with the story written by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, albeit they were uncredited. Premiered on this date back in 1948, 75 years ago today. The 38th Tom and Jerry short, 1948's Mouse Cleaning, premiered in movie theaters on this date back in 1948. With that, getting ready to move on to the next piece of niche history here. On this date, 70 years ago today, in 1953, as it were. On this date in 1953, as I get to the right page here, Sonny Myers would defeat Lenny Montana for the NWA Central States heavyweight title. So on this date, 70 years ago today, Sonny Myers defeats Lenny Montana in for the NWA Central States heavyweight title. And finally, on this date in 2013, 10 years ago today, as soon as I pull that up, on this date, 10 years ago today, the 40th issue of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? From DC Comics went on sale on this date 10 years ago today. It sold for $2.99. It's 28 pages. On this date, 10 years ago today, the 40th issue of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? From DC Comics went on sale on newsstands on this date 10 years ago today. So I thank everybody for being here tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope you guys got a lot out of the content tonight. We'll be back here with more niche news tomorrow. This Friday, of course, I'll have Rick Piper on with me. We'll be looking back. We'll be doing our weekly look at the historical comic retrospect, looking back to January 1940, focusing in this week on MLJ books that went on sale from MLJ Enterprises, known today as Archie Comics. Well, among those, including reading the first issue ever published of Zip Comics. So I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow. Bye.